So what I'm going to try to do is show what exactly my workflow is for preparation. So first, you'll go ahead and get some information from the rest of the church staff. So I got these from David for the praise songs, of which he'll send me or someone else the updates. Katie also sent me the announcements, which you can also see here as well. Um, so basically, what I would do is I would just review what she is seeing, the various things. Some of these are already some templates, especially these as well. These are some of the new ones. There is a one missing slide from the week prior, but basically, what I would do is I would go ahead, copy whatever, then go into PowerPoint and then just make whatever adjustments and then highlight and then copy paste from there and just make any formatting adjustments. But specifically, the reason why I have the template here is because this black portion over here, that is the part that is going to be overlaid and be transparent onto the EasyWorship, which we'll go into a little bit later. And so basically what I would do is I would then basically just do Control A, select out the area which I don't want, which is that black area. Then I would do a right click and then go into save as a picture. And the keyword here is I want to save as a PNG, then I would type whatever and hit save. But since I already have this one already to begin with, and that's basically what I would do. I would then save um, uh, the the PNGs and then export them and then put them onto flash drive and then take those flash drives and then onto a Windows computer. My Mac is partitioned then onto the Windows side of things. And then from there, and that's basically about it. This is just going to be a walkthrough of how I get ready the weekend before, day of, before service. So this is EasyWorship itself. I'm just going to make sure that we're recording still on the right screen. Yep. Okay, so within EasyWorship, how I have the workflow here is in such a way. So the opening, the major parts of EasyWorship is on this left side over here. It is what you call your schedule. It's the same thing as you would think for PowerPoint, where you have your various slides and you're skipping forward. It's just that I have them here. I have them organized into various little folders, just so it's a little more organized visually. The next part is the preview. So as you can see here within different sections, if I'm clicking here, I am seeing that this middle section is changing, and over here it's giving me a preview whether slides are in preparation. If you're having worship music, and can give you a preview of the words. But you notice here on this right side here, even though we're going live, nothing actually had changed with this live output. So there's there's two different ways to get the proper output into EasyWorship and then ultimately OBS, and we'll have a separate OBS video. So what you would basically do is you either click on that actual item itself, hit go live, and from the go live, you would then this is what you would see. Okay, and then you can advance the slides over here, just clicking towards the right. This is an auto timer, that's why you see that there, and that's all there really is to it. So go live is one way. Clicking on this, double clicking on the slide itself, or the two ways. I like double clicking. When you double click within a folder, it's automatic in advance, as you saw before. But once you're in the folder itself, I like clicking forward. The next part is of the section is other. After PN says some opening words, it will then go into the worship section here. So I did not. I was already working on this of How Great Is Our God, because that's going to be one of the songs for this week. So I'm going to pretend as if this didn't exist, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just remove from schedule. Okay, I'm going to close this here. So what I would then do is it goes to this next section here. So in this next section, this is kind of like your media, song, scriptures area, which is a lot of information you can sort through. So if you want to see whether a song is already included in the library, you would then look on this left side here. So, say, no, I'm not starting to delete the song. So let's see here. So you say, just type, how great is our God? Okay, so that's what there. But if for whatever reason you didn't see it there, you would then click this button here, and you would type this, and then you would most likely what I would do is it's already preloaded. I would go into images within the file, go to blank full, send this one to the back, and then I would go ahead and change things around, change it to black, rid of the shadow and the outline, and then whatever, there are some letters there. Get rid of this copyright thing down here, and then hit OK, but I'm not going to save it. But when you hit OK, it would then save it from there. So I already have some started here over how great is our God. It's exactly how I would do before, but assuming the song was complete, I would then drag this up to here before the announcements, and this would come up here, and that's how you do the same thing. As for the announcements, within this drop-down area itself, the only updates for this week was this Sunday Zoom one, but I'll show you how exactly it's done. So I go into to edit any of the items within the folder. I do right click, then I hit edit item. Then I'll go to the slides over here and within the Zoom one. So what I did here, I'm just pretending like this is the old one. I delete that. Actually, before we do that, what you would have to do before you do that part of it is you have to go to media, and whatever those images from PowerPoint, which I showed you previously, that you converted into PNGs, I would then grab those and then import it through here, and this is the part that's for I call the updated Zoom. It's already open. It will upload it into here, and it's already right here. So we're not going to repeat that again. But regardless, we're going back to the edit item, and within that, so I'm going to scroll all the way back down here to the one that says Zoom Sunday slide. So I just go into media, click on images, then go over to, where is it, updated Zoom, click that there, and then just slide it over to this left side over here, and then that's it, you're done. And then you hit OK. And then when it comes to that portion of it again, you would just double click there, Hebron logo, advance. It's not Gene this week, it's Choey, I think. And then it goes from here, and then making sure that person is staying on the right side, but we'll talk about it more in the OBS portion of things. So as you're moving on, then it gets into the sermons. I'll go ahead and collapse that one. So at least when it gets to here, so how I like to have it is there's these the transition part of it. I don't quite know why it's not doing that. Anyways, so you have it over here. It just advances forward. PN's name is brought up, lasts for 3 seconds. And then the portions of the sermons would come up. So I'm going to pretend that these sermons weren't there, because this is actually my second take of what's going on. So those have been removed. So go to edit item. So within the slide set, that's not right. So at least in the sermon slide set, go to right click, edit item, click on slides. Just got to think for a second. It's just being stupid and slow. So over here, so these are just my 2 blank ones, just as to give some space. So actually that was supposed to be further down here. Okay. So what I would do is I first get rid of these things here because I don't want them. Then I go to media, image. That's not the wrong one. Force a habit. I go for the lower blank, and then I drag that down here. And then I grab the scripture part of it. And the great thing about EasyWorship is whether you take 1 or you take through 10, I'll just go for the first 2. So if you click 1 or the 2, you just hit enter, and then this will pop up. So what you want to then do is you obviously want to format this to the correct size. It will auto size the text for you, and that's basically it. So I will again turn this to black, read the shadow and the outline, and that's basically about it. So then I would then, just to make my life easier, so I don't have to repeat everything, so I don't have to put in that white text again, I then will delete that part of the scripture, and I'll grab the next two. All right, and it's already somewhat pre-formatted. Drag down there. Just got to repeat these things for the text options. That's basically really about it. So the really nice thing about EasyWorship here is that within the slides, it tells you specifically which verses or passages you have pulled up, just so that you don't accidentally pull up an extra passage, or you're missing anything. It tells you, so you don't have to comb it over a million times over, and it can easily let you see that. So that's great. So that's the sermons portion of it. And then for the songs, for the closing worship song, it's exactly the same workflow as for your opening song. So if you type it, it's not there, then you can click the plus button, and then you can start adding the song yourself into that library. And then otherwise, the benediction and the closing should really be exactly the same. There's no reason why it should be different. But yeah, so you would just double click that, and it's the black frame, and then it would go into the benediction song. The pastors would then go ahead and give some closing comments, and then it's back to the Hebron logo, and it stays there while we're playing some music to close out the rest of the service. So that's basically really about it. All there is to EasyWorship. All right. Hope that was helpful.